I was really shocked when we went to register our marriage and they told me that you were already married, Zari.
Wait, what? Perry, hold on for just 1 second.
How could you do that to me? What is the matter with you? I am done with you. I never want to see you again.
How can you say that to me? That's so cruel.
I never thought that you were that kind of person. You really betrayed me.
But that isn't true. I wasn't the one who was already married. You were.
What are you talking about? There is no way that I would ever do something like that.
No, what are you talking about? We went to the courthouse and that is exactly what they said.
You have no idea what you're even saying.
You ran out of there before the clerk could finish explaining the whole situation.
That's because they told me that you and I weren't going to be able to get married. What was the point of staying any longer than that?
If anyone was really surprised, it was me.
What do you mean? What was so surprising?
The clerk told me that you had been married for 2 years already. What is up with that?
That isn't true. There is no way that's what they said.
So you seriously have no idea what all of this could be about?
Do you think that I would lie to you? I have no idea what's going on here.
I'm not saying that you're lying to me. I just want to know what's happening. Is it possible someone filed marriage paperwork with you without you knowing?
You mean you think someone might have done that without asking me first?
I just want to know why the clerk said what they said.
Maybe it was their records that were wrong. What do you think about that?
I really don't think that's true. They double-checked their records for me. They said that they had the paperwork and it was properly filled out and everything.
So then, who did the clerk say the person who I was married to was?
They couldn't tell me. The only person they could reveal that information to is you.
You mean you can't go and figure it out for me?
No, I can't. It's your records with your personal information, so only you can do it. If you didn't run off, then we could have just checked it then, but...
I know, you're right. I'm sorry. I was just so shocked. It was just 2 days ago that we had our wedding with over 80 of our family and friends there. We literally just got married. I was on top of the world. I was so happy to be going to the courthouse to register our marriage.
I know, hon. It was a really special time, and I was just as shocked as you were, I'm sure.
We're supposed to be going on our honeymoon tomorrow. But now I just don't even know if I can bring myself to go.
I know what you mean. We both wanted to take this trip having been officially married as husband and wife.
I'm really happy that you know how I feel. I just don't even know what to think right now.
Of course I do. We just need to try and figure out what's going on here. So even though we will have to wait a while to go back to the courthouse, I think we should just try and enjoy our honeymoon.
You're right. But what are you going to do now? How can we get around this?
Well, the clerk said that you would have to go to the courthouse and submit a marriage annulment.
So we'll have to talk to a judge and go into a courtroom and stuff?
I really don't know how it works. It is just what the clerk told me. But I really don't know if we can move forward without knowing who it is you're supposedly married to.
But can't you just do that for me? Please, I really want you to do it.
Perry, I already told you that I can't do that for you.
Well, can't I just sign some kind of release form or something? Please, I'm really busy with a bunch of stuff and I just need you to do this for me.
I don't know.
But we have our honeymoon tomorrow. When I get home, I'll have to start working straight away.
Well, I have to work too, It's the same for me.
What do you mean? You're taking 2 more days off than I am.
But you know that I'll be busy packing up for our move. I'll still have a bunch to do.
Oh, come on. Packing just takes like a second. Just a couple of suitcases and then you're done. Can't you please do this for me? Just take more time off of work.
I can't do that. My work would be really mad if I took any more time off than this.
What are you talking about? You're the daughter of the CEO. Who would complain if you took some more time off? Anyways, thank you so much for doing this for me. I appreciate it.
My name is Zari, and I am 32 years old. Yesterday, I married Perry, who is 3 years older than me. He started working at my company 2 years ago. At the time, I was dating a man who was very popular in the office. He was bright and cheery and had a personality that made me feel like I could tell him anything. He told me that he fell in love with me the moment he met me. Perry, meanwhile, was intent on flirting with me. In fact, he was quite persistent. At first, I was pretty surprised by how aggressively he came after me. Around that time, rumors started floating around the company that the man who I was dating was actually embezzling money from the company. Even though there was no proof, he decided to leave the company amidst the rumors. We broke up not long after that. Perry was there to comfort me, and before long, we were dating. After that, the two of us had our wedding. But when we went to the courthouse to register our marriage, we were told that we couldn't. Later, something came to light that shocked me even more.
Hey, hon. Did you manage to submit all the paperwork for our marriage?
No, sorry. It still hasn't gone through. The courthouse is insisting that you need to submit the annulment before they can do anything else.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go and turn in that paperwork.
I'm working on it right now. But it is a lot more effort than I thought it would be.
Oh, come on. It's just some initialing forms, right? It can't be that hard.
Please don't talk to me like that. I'm doing this all for you, remember?
Okay, well, that reminds me. Yesterday's dinner was just horrible. So nasty. You may be the daughter of a CEO, but you really can't do much, can you?
Hey, I am trying to make sure that the whole house is unpacked. It's really hard when I have all this other stuff on my plate as well. And who my dad is has nothing to do with this.
As if. It has everything to do with this. If your dad wasn't who he was, then I would have never married you.
Excuse me? Just what is that supposed to mean? You know, I feel like your attitude completely changed after our wedding.
What do you mean? I've always been like this. Anyways, you don't have to worry about unpacking our stuff.
What do you mean? That just won't do. I really needed to use the measuring cups yesterday, and it took me over an hour to find them.
Oh, come on. That is just an excuse for your bad cooking skills. If you aren't going to put any effort into dinner, then just pick something up for me, okay?
But we're newlyweds. I want to cook for you. It's how I show my love.
Well, if your love language is feeding me nasty overcooked meals, then you can keep that to yourself. Besides, I'm going to be the next CEO of the company. How can you feed such nasty food to a guy in my position?
Wait, what do you mean by that? Did my dad tell you that?
He doesn't have to tell me. It's just a foregone conclusion, isn't it? After all, you're an only child, aren't you? There is no way that he would leave his company in the hands of his daughter.
What do you mean? That has never been a rule.
Yeah, but it is just one of those unspoken things we all understand, right?
Well, I really don't know about that. Also, do you really not know anything about this Lucy lady who you're apparently married to?
No, I have no idea about who that person is.
Well, then why has this lady submitted marriage documents with you? I just don't get it.
I really don't know either. Maybe it's a woman from my last job.
Well, if you have an idea of who it might be, why don't you try reaching out to them?
Oh, no, I could never do something like that.
But why not? If you know where she works, why not ask the company?
I don't know where she works. She quit just around the time that I did.
Oh, I see. And you don't think that they might have any leads on how you could find her?
I really doubt that they would tell me anything about her even if I asked.
You really think it wouldn't work? Even if you explained the situation and told them why you needed it?
No, I really don't think that would work at all. Better not to even bother.
But why not? I don't understand. Besides, the courthouse said that they needed to know her address for the forms.
Okay, fine, just let me handle it. Don't do anything, okay?
Wait, what? But you said that you were too busy. That's why I was doing all of this for you.
You're right. I'm really sorry that I put this all on you. You can leave the rest to me now.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you so much. That is a huge help. Now I can finally unpack the rest of the house and work on dinner. I promise to make something really good tonight.
Yeah, you better go ahead and do that.
I will. And I'll pass along that you're handling it to the lawyer. Hey, Perry. Did you ever end up giving the courthouse that Lucy woman's address?
No, sorry. I haven't quite gotten around to that yet.
But you do remember that they need that information so that we can annul your marriage and we can finally get married, right?
Yeah, of course I know that. But I just need a little more time.
But it's already been 3 weeks. How much longer do you think it's going to be?
Oh, has it already been 3 weeks?
Sorry, did something happen? You know, my dad is starting to worry about us. He's asking questions.
You mean you talked to your dad about this?
Yeah. He was asking about how much longer it was going to take until you and I were officially married. When I told him all that was going on, he was really surprised. But I told him that none of it was your fault. Right?
Yeah, of course none of it is my fault.
I mean, we thought that we would have been able to get legally married after our wedding. But my dad says that there's a lot of paperwork that he needs to do after we do get married.
Paperwork? For what? Do you mean that he has finally appointed me as the next CEO?
It sounds like a lot of different stuff, and he is really, really busy.
I see. This is really good news. Great news, in fact. I've got to get a move on with my own paperwork.
Are you talking about that Lucy woman?
That's right. I can't believe this crazy stranger filed paperwork saying that her and I were married.
Yeah, she really shouldn't have done that, of course. But is she really such a bad person?
What do you mean? Are you taking her side?
I mean, you really think that you did nothing wrong?
Of course I didn't do anything wrong. What are you talking about?
But the documents weren't fake. They were all legit.
What are you even saying right now?
The clerks of the courthouse said that they were signed with your name and that the woman submitted them like that.
What are you trying to say right now? I don't like what you're implying.
In fact, she said that you wanted to marry her after you found out that she had about $100,000 in savings.
What? What is this? I don't understand.
Well, I just thought that you were acting really strangely, and so I called your old work. I explained everything to them, and they gave me her contact information right away.
No, this can't be. I don't believe it.
Well, what I can't believe is how you would agree to marry someone for money and lie to her.
What are you talking about? I didn't lie to anyone.
Okay, then. Why did you and her break things off then?
Well, I mean, we just didn't get along together anymore.
Oh, really? Because I think it's because you spent all of her money and left her penniless. She even told me that she got pregnant. She also told me that she couldn't get in contact with you.
So you mean you're really going to believe this woman who filed for our marriage without even asking me over your own husband?
Well, according to her and the clerk, you signed those papers.
Well, she has got a lot of nerve saying that I spent all of her money. And then she had to go and get pregnant. As if I would marry her.
I don't know. This woman is suddenly finding herself a single mother and doesn't even have the savings that she had to buy a home and take care of her child. I can understand her feelings.
So, you mean, you would be mad if that happened to you then?
What are you talking about? Of course I would be mad if you did that to me.
But why? Your family is rich. You aren't some poor woman like Lucy. You'd be fine.
And I can't believe that you would leave behind a woman who you got pregnant. That's horrible.
Okay, fine. I'll just pay child support and we can put this behind us. I can still be CEO, right? It isn't like we don't have the money for that.
Well, she says that she thinks that you should pay her back the money you took from her in addition to child support. Plus, she said that she is thinking about suing you.
Aha, you see? She is just after money. There's nothing real there. She's just another gold digger. That is why she submitted those wedding documents. She just wanted to get alimony from me.
And so that is why you're so eager to get this marriage annulled now?
Exactly. We nip this in the bud right now and then you and I get married. I become the next CEO and we can put all of this nonsense behind us.
Do you really think that is how all of this is going to work?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, do you really think that I would marry you after learning all of this?
Well, yeah, of course you would, right? I mean, we had our wedding and we went on our honeymoon already.
That's true. But we still aren't legally married. You know that, right?
What are you saying? I don't understand.
I mean that I don't think you ever wanted to marry me. You just wanted to marry the daughter of a CEO.
That isn't true. You've got me all wrong. Of course I love you, Zari.
It is way too late to try and fix this now. Lucy told me all about the kind of person that you really are.
No, please. This is all just a big misunderstanding. She has no idea what she's talking about. A lot has changed since then.
You know what else she told me? She told me that you were the one who spread all those rumors about Alton embezzling money from the company.
I have no idea about any of that. And you don't have any proof.
You're right. I didn't have any proof back then. After Alton quit and left town, we stopped talking and I couldn't get a hold of him.
That is probably because he felt so guilty about what had happened.
But when I started looking into the incident again, I found proof. I found the documents that you forged.
That's impossible. I may have spread some rumors, I'll admit, but I never forged any documents.
And there we go, Perry. You have just confessed.
No. Hold on there.
You lied to me this whole time! You ruined my relationship with Alton! I hate you. Thank goodness I found out who you really are before we got married.
Wait, just wait. You don't understand. If I don't marry you, then I won't be CEO.
You are never ever going to be CEO!
I don't believe that. I put in so much careful planning. This can't be.
Of course it was never going to happen. You're terrible at your job. Besides, just because we're married doesn't mean that you would have taken over the company.
Wait, is that true? I didn't know that.
You really are an idiot. Make sure you pay Lucy every penny that you owe her.
But I can't do that. I don't have that kind of money.
And I will be sure to be suing you as well.
What are you going to be suing me for?
Because you lied to me to get married. That's fraud. You will be hearing from my lawyer soon.
Please don't do this to me. You have to forgive me. I don't have any money. I need you. Please don't leave me. I'm so sorry.
I can't believe that jerk lied to me about his past. My dad was so furious when I told him that he fired Perry on the spot. After that, Lucy and I both filed lawsuits. I told myself that I was also suing him for Alton's sake. But Perry, who didn't have much in the way of savings to begin with, chose to flee the country. I have no idea whether or not he is working to this day. All I know is that I'm thankful that we never married. On the bright side, I managed to find my ex-boyfriend, Alton. I quit my job and we started a new company together. We've been so happy together ever since. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. And why not leave us a comment in the comment section down below? We look forward to hearing your thoughts. See you next time. Hey, Sylvia. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys have no children, right? Olivia, it's been so long. How have you been? I haven't heard from you in ages and was starting to get a little worried about how you were getting along. I heard from Mom that you had been in contact with her, but still I hadn't heard anything directly from you for a while now. Why the sudden questioning now? Oh, no, there's nothing to be alarmed about. I just haven't felt the need to contact you until now. After all, it's not like we are blood relatives. I don't have to contact you with any frequency. Recently, I have been wondering how you were getting along, so I thought I would drop you a line. Oh, okay, I see. Anyway, you never answered my question. Is it true that you guys don't have any children yet? Yes, that's correct. We don't have any children yet. For real? Wow, that's so hilarious! I mean, after all, you're no spring chicken anymore. Aren't you aware of how old you're getting? I mean, I'm so much younger than you, and I'm already getting nervous about childbirth at this age. Yes, well, everyone has their own pace. We just aren't ready at the moment. Really? Don't you think your pace is just a little bit too slow? I know it's not just me who's wondering. My parents are also concerned about you guys. Haven't they ever said to you, "Oh, I can't wait to cuddle my own grandchildren"? Well, yes, I have heard that in the past. But I'm pretty sure they are also aware of how busy we are at work and how raising children at this point in time would be a little bit difficult for us. I don't know if that's the real problem, though. I have a funny feeling that you and my brother are simply pandering to my parents. How long do you intend on keeping up this charade? It can't go on forever, you know. No, we're not pandering up to them, nor are we pretending anything at all. To tell you the truth, Stuart and I have discussed having children at length, and we both agreed that it's best to wait a little while longer before starting a family. You're joking, right? That's gotta be the stupidest thing I've heard in ages. How can I be expected to keep pressuring you to have kids when you've already decided not to have them? My apologies. But like I said, we're both pretty busy at work, and we don't think it's the right time to start raising a family. We're just not in the right financial position at the moment. You can't be serious! Surely you're both doing pretty well for money. I was even hoping to hit you up for some spare change when I got home. I've spent a fair chunk of my savings. If you can't afford to help me out, what good are you? Sorry, what are you talking about? Are you saying that you're coming back home from Europe? Is that the only reason you messaged me today? Trying to hit me up for money? You got it in one! And when I come home, I have decided to move back in with my parents. To be honest, I was really hoping that you guys could lend me some money so that I could get a place to myself. But if you're that short of cash, well, I guess I'll just have to move back home for a while. Yes, well, you see, the thing is, I have also been meaning to contact you recently with some news. Actually, Stuart and I are also living with your parents at the moment. What? You're not being serious, are you? Please tell me you're joking. Sorry, but it's the truth. That's why I was a little bit surprised now when you said you were coming home. If you intend on moving back in with your parents, you need to realize that you will also be moving in with your brother and I. But I have a bad feeling that all 5 of us in the same house might be a little bit difficult. Hang on, just a moment now. Are you telling me that you are now leeching off my parents? Surely you're not in such a dire situation with your finances that you have to take money from my parents, too. No, you have it all wrong. It's actually the other way around. Stuart and I have been helping out with your parents, and in the end, we figured it would be easier if we all lived together. Wow, that's incredibly low. I can't believe you would try to take advantage of my parents like that. And why hasn't my mom said anything about this to me until now? How did it come to this? Now what on earth am I supposed to do? Well, it's a long story, of course. You know I have a lot of questions for you, too. First of all, why the sudden decision to move back home from overseas? I thought you were engaged to be married to someone over there. No, I gave up on that idea. It turns out that I must prefer true-blooded American guys. They're so much more masculine than these soft European guys. Okay, if you say so. I'm sure there's a lot to that story that we don't need to go into here. But how about your job? Aren't you working over there? Yes, I've been working part-time, and the hourly rate is so much better than back home. It's a good job, since I'm not expected to work any overtime hours. It's a pretty easy lifestyle. However, back home, I don't think I'm very suited to the American workforce. Yes, well, if you're going to come home, you are going to need to find a job here. Yes, I know. But I can cross that path when I get to it. For the moment, I really just want to go home and relax for a while. I'm pretty tired from all of my adventures. That's why I was hoping you guys could give me some of your spare cash to tide me over for a while. But now it sounds like you guys have fallen into a rut too. I wouldn't call it a rut as such. It's not just one little thing. There are quite a few things at play. But don't you guys both work full-time? I would have thought you would have enough money to spare and share. Man, oh man. How am I supposed to live if you guys can't help me out? All my best-laid plans have been ruined. Your best-laid plans? Do you mean to say your plans were to come back and live off our income? Surely you would consider that leeching. What? I certainly didn't expect to be called a leech by someone who is actually leeching off my parents as we speak. Anyway, that aside, when I get home, I expect you and Stuart to leave my parents' house so I can move in. What? You're not being serious, are you? I'm being 100% serious. There's no way I want to live with you and my brother under the same roof. It's more my house than yours. I don't really care if you become childless and homeless at the same time. I don't think homeless is the right line of thinking to have right now. Anyway, you were the one who left for Denmark all of a sudden, and now you suddenly announce that you are coming back? Don't you think that's a little bit too self-centered? That's what daughters are meant to do. I'll be like the prodigal child. My parents will welcome me back with open arms. After all, surely I am a better option than the non-child-raising leeching couple. Mom and Dad are going to be so happy to see their cute little girl again. Well, I don't know about that. I'll have a word with your mother and see what she says. Hello, Kathy. I had a message from Olivia just now. She told me that she is planning to come back to the States. Have you heard anything about this? Yes, actually, I have heard. Is it true that you and Stuart are going to be helping her out financially? What? No! Also, that you are going to be finding an apartment for her and helping her to pay the rent as well? No! Nothing like that has been discussed or decided at all. Really? Well, Olivia seems certain that that's what's going to be happening. She told me, Sylvia and Stuart are going to help me out with money for a while. And that's the reason she decided to come home. I don't know about that. I only had a message from her just now, and that was the first time I heard about her coming home. But you know full well that Stuart and I are not in the financial position to be paying her way too. It's wrong for her to use us as the reason for coming home. Oh, really? Is that so? Is the rent on a one-room apartment so high these days? If it's going to cost too much, we should all just live together. Hang on, what? What are you talking about? Are you suggesting what I think you are? Yes, we should all just live together here in the same house. It's only one more mouth to feed after all. We might need you and Stuart to sleep in the living room for a little while, but that's no problem, is it? Hang on, wait. You're getting a little ahead of yourself. First of all, you were the one who suggested Stuart and I move in with you. And also, you were the one who said to keep it a secret from Olivia. Yes, you are right about that. But this is only going to get more difficult if we try to cover up our past. Maybe I should just go and open up a new credit card account. That way we can set it up to make it look like we are paying our own way. All you will have to do is discreetly deposit money into our account monthly. I don't know what you're talking about. Have you already forgotten what happened last time you owned a credit account? You overdrew the card by too much for too long. You are lucky the bank didn't take your house to make the repayments. There's no way I can let you have another credit card. Anyway, do you really want to go that far to hide your situation from Olivia? Of course I do. After all, in her eyes, we are the perfect parents. I prefer to keep it that way. All I ask is for you guys to keep up the charade. I don't see any benefits for us in that plan. There's no way I can agree to go along with that. Given our current situation, it will be impossible to look after Olivia as well. Really? Come on. You are not the only ones in a tough situation here. After all, my husband and I can't wait to see our own grandchildren. Can't you see how much it is hurting us that you don't have kids? You keep blaming your work and putting a family off longer and longer, while all the time we're sitting here silently praying that you guys will start a family. Hang on. The main reason we have to put off having a family is because we both have to work extra hard to look after you guys too. Look, I can't go into it anymore now. Just to say, we're not going to be able to look after Olivia too. Please don't agree to anything without consulting us first. You are so stubborn. After all, it's only one more person in the house. It's not going to change very much at all. On top of that, it's probably only going to be for a short time. Look, I just want to make myself perfectly clear. I will not live with Olivia. That's on the record now. I'm home! Oh yeah, there's nothing like being back at home, sweet home. By the way, as soon as I got back in, I went through your things and did a bit of a cleanup. All of your belongings are now in boxes on the curb. What? What are you talking about? Surprise! It's like a surprise party, isn't it? I came home today and, as promised, I moved back in with my parents. That can't be possible. I clearly said that I would not live with you. It doesn't matter what you say or think. After all, you are just a childless couple leeching off my parents. So I moved back in to fill the void of loving child. You guys can become homeless for all I care. What does your mother have to say about this? They were over the moon. Naturally, she was very pissed off when I told her how you refused to live with me. But then she calmed down a little bit and is now making me some dinner. It smells delicious. I see. Well, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you too. I'm so glad you are in good spirits. Just so that you know, we didn't have any personal possessions of real value in the house, so we are not too concerned about damage. But you might regret some of your choices fairly soon. What? Spoken like a true loser. Perhaps you are in shock from the fact that I came back and have taken over the house. Not at all. In fact, in a way, I am glad you came back. I sort of had a feeling things would go like this at some point. Stuart and I were actually in discussion quite recently about what we should do if things went south. What are you talking about? Not that I care anyway. Stuart and I were never that close to begin with. I'm glad you guys are happy together. The happy homeless couple. How cute. The one who will become homeless is you, not us. Again, what are you talking about? I'm here with my parents in our childhood home. Yes, but the actual owner of the house is my husband, Stuart. He doesn't intend on keeping it for too long. We have been considering putting it on the market very soon. So you guys had better start looking for a new place pretty soon. What? You're crazy. My dad owns this house. Nope, you are mistaken. 3 years ago, your brother and I purchased the house off your parents. Your father was in so much debt he was unable to make the mortgage repayments. So we made an agreement that Stuart would buy the house and we would all live there together. No, that can't be true. How could that happen? There were many reasons. Many things happened in the time you weren't around. As soon as they finished their child-raising responsibilities, you got up and left the country. They were a little bit surprised that you took off like that and didn't know what to do with themselves. Your father found the local casino. He became addicted to gambling. No, that can't be true. Keep listening. There's more. He then got caught by his company stealing from the accounts and using the money to fund his gambling addiction. Your mother found pleasure in impulse shopping and ran up huge debts on her credit card. Right when they were at rock bottom, Stuart and I stepped in and helped them out. We bought the house off them, but agreed to let them keep living there with us. We have been paying their debts and general living expenses since then. I can't believe this! You're really serious about all this? Of course I am being serious. At first, I thought your parents would realize the errors of their ways and try to help themselves. But in the end, it seems that they got used to not working and living the easy life off us. It's been getting worse and worse all the time. Stuart and I were getting rather sick of their rotten attitude towards us. Yes, I can see how they would do that. Ever since I was a kid, they were not very good at showing their appreciation to people. Oh, so you did know what they were like. Your brother and I were hoping that there was a shred of decency left in them. But after all this time, we realized that some people never change. Hang on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. The ones who were leeching were not you and my brother, but my parents? Congratulations! You win the prize! But seriously, yes, they have been leeching off us this whole time. Your brother and I are such kind-hearted people that we were trying to overlook their problems. We didn't really want to see them get into any more trouble. And it was looking after them that was taking up all our extra time and money. So, you mean to say that the reason you haven't had any kids yet is because you were looking after my parents the whole time? Exactly. All of our money has been going into keeping them out of trouble. I don't want to sound rude, but your parents are a little dim at the best of times. But they were so intent on keeping up their perfect appearance to you. Hang on. So what's going to happen if you guys move out? More importantly, who is going to look after me financially? Why don't you get your parents to help you out a little bit? Isn't that what you planned on all along? Stuart and I are tired of trying to be so nice to the selfish people that are your parents. But now we can leave and finally be happy. Hang on. Wait, stop. I apologize. I was wrong to do and say what I did. Please come back. Can't we just talk about this a little bit? I have nothing more to say to you or your parents. It's only going to be a waste of my time. The house will be sold shortly, so I strongly suggest you start packing up your gear and get the hell out. You're cute, so you've lived your life till now totally relying on other people to help you out. It's time for you to realize just how tough the real world can be. After that, Sylvia and Stuart successfully sold the house for a decent profit. With their newfound extra savings and personal freedom, they were finally able to relax and start a family. Sylvia and Stuart found true happiness with the birth of their first child the following year. As for Olivia, who had lived her entire life relying on the help of others to get by, she now had to survive with her no-good parents. As expected, as they were all equally incapable of looking after themselves, they ended up moving into a run-down little house, and Olivia had to find a part-time job to help pay the way. The saying goes that the fruits don't fall far from the tree, and it would appear that Olivia and her parents never intended to repay the kindness shown to them by Stuart and Sylvia. Luckily for Sylvia, Stuart was one of the good apples. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye! Hey Ben, thanks for earlier. I can't believe we randomly met. I was so surprised. I thought I noticed a familiar face when I was taking orders. I was pretty surprised too. Don't you think you were a bit too keen to ask for my number? But if we just left it as it was, we might have never met again. You were at work though. Doesn't your boss get angry if you're chatting to customers like that? It's fine. The manager wasn't there anyway. I've been there for the longest time out of all the part-timers, so no one would say anything to me.
Oh, it's part-time?
Yeah. It's hard to get a full-time job these days. I was a full-timer at a chain restaurant before, but I gave that up.
That was before you left me and Rebecca to go and run off with that other guy. That was 13 years ago now. I really didn't think I'd end up seeing you again.
That was just because I was young and dumb. I broke up with that guy pretty soon after that. It was a waste of space. So now I'm living alone.
What? After running away with him, you broke up?
We just didn't have the same values. It was a shame. I thought that it was fate that we met and fell in love. But then again, people can change so fast.
So in the end, you just got a bit caught up in the excitement of it all? It was completely pointless. Why did you throw me out like a piece of trash?
Am I getting the sense that you'd like me to come home? You're all alone by yourself, right? You can't get me out of your head, can you?
This isn't a joke. The only reason I can't forget about you is because I'm scarred by all the pain you caused. That's it. I don't think I'll be more hurt by anyone in my whole life. There's not a single part of me, not even a tiny part, that wants you to come home.
I could say the same to you. I'd never take back a guy as dull as you. Not even if you begged me on your knees. Your face is also kind of ugly. You really are a weathered businessman now.
Why did you want to get in touch with me then?
Because I wanted to say something to you, silly. Let me have my daughter back. Come on.
What are you asking me exactly? I'm not sure I understand.
I'm saying that I want Rebecca back. I couldn't forget about her at all since we broke up. 13 years! It's been too long. I love her to bits.
You love her to bits, do you? Look who's talking. The woman who was so ready to leave her daughter to run off with her lover.
That was a painful decision for me to make. Don't be a meanie right now. I couldn't do anything. He hated children. I really, really wanted to take her with me.
You say that a lot. You haven't changed since 13 years ago, though. Actually, no. You definitely have changed. You've become even worse of a person in that time.
Rebecca is in high school now, right? She's a fully grown woman now. It's best if she's with her mother. She needs to be taught things that you can't teach her.
Don't give me all this trash. You aren't a fit mother for her.
Wouldn't you be more relaxed if she's spending time with a parent of her own sex? I feel sorry for her, having to go through all these bodily changes and stuff with just her dad.
It's a lot better than her being with you. How can you be making arguments to have her back at your own convenience when you're the one who left her?
Rebecca is going to a school for bright kids, right? But I heard that she does most of the housework. Didn't you say that when we met at the restaurant? If she's so bright, she should be studying. I want to take care of the house and let her focus.
Is that right? There is definitely something fishy going on here. You've got something up your sleeve, haven't you?
That's the honest reason why I want to come home. Why don't you believe me? I just want to live with my daughter again. I swear my intentions are pure. I just want her back. I went through all that pain to bring her into this world. I want to see her again.
When we met again the other day, you didn't seem interested in hearing about her. Well, whatever. It's okay.
Really? You'll let me?
While we've been messaging, I've been talking to Rebecca. I asked her what she thought about you wanting her to be with you. She said she wanted to be with you straight away.
You really asked her what her opinion of it all was?
Of course I did. Even if I hate you, it has nothing to do with her. We have to let Rebecca do what she wants to do.
Yeah, that's right. And she said that she wants to be with me? I told you that she'd rather be with her mom than her dad.
What can I say?
It must feel terrible to have lived with her for 13 years and then watch her choose me over you. Don't tell me she hates you. Look who's the failure of a parent now.
A failure? You're the one person in this whole world that I don't want to hear that from. Anyway, Rebecca will go to your place soon. Look after her.
Wow, you're so easygoing about this. That's a bit off, don't you think? If you give her up that easy, surely that's a sign that you don't love her enough.
What good would it do if I was grumpy about it? Besides, I don't think it's a bad idea for her to spend a little bit of time living with you. The last time you met her, she was 3 years old.
I bet she's all beautiful like me now.
Her mother may be a right piece of work, but she's sure beautiful.
Thank God she doesn't look like you. Shouldn't you thank me for that?
I think you'll be surprised when you see her. She's fully grown up now.
Rebecca and I are off shopping now. A girl's shopping day is always great fun. And she definitely can't do that with you, can she?
Look after her from today. Will you eat together?
Yeah, we'll have dinner together tonight. I'm planning on taking her out for something really yummy. Can you guess what it is? You'll never get it. We're going out to a 5-star rated Italian restaurant downtown.
Wow. You have money for a nice restaurant? I thought you only have a part-time job.
I've got some savings. I can make it work. I want to treat Rebecca to the good life for a little bit. Not like the way you treat her.
So you plan to butter her up? You don't have the money to be doing that kind of thing. You'll only regret it if you go broke trying to impress her.
I'm fine. I'm only taking her out for a meal. The first impression is always the most important when you're trying to get close to someone. It's the same with Rebecca. Also, I have to show her that I'm at a different level to you.
You're trying to show her you're better than me by buying her stuff? Didn't anyone ever tell you that money doesn't buy happiness? It doesn't buy love either.
Yeah. That's exactly what a dad who was abandoned by his wife and daughter would say.
That's a bit of a low blow.
You can barely call yourself a father if she chose me. Is there any point of fathers existing anyway? Rebecca will forget about you so fast. We're going to live just the two of us from now on.
I guess. You're going to really look after her, aren't you? You aren't just going to throw her out if something comes up. Lucy, did you try to call me? I've got about 10 messages on my voicemail. What happened?
I couldn't get through to you, so I thought I'd have to go to your house. What are you doing?
I'm at work, as always.
Please take Rebecca back. You can have her.
Why? What happened?
You were right all along. I can't raise her.
Wait a second. Am I mistaken? It's only been 5 days since you took her in.
I'll be broke in no time if she stays with me. How much do you think I've spent in the last 5 days? Go on. Guess.
I don't know. How much? Why? Did you go out and buy a brand handbag or something?
No, I didn't buy anything fun. It all went to food. Where did she get that appetite from? She can eat like a horse.
Oh, didn't I say? Rebecca has an absolutely enormous appetite.
But she's so slim. Where does it all go? Isn't it strange?
I guess she can just stretch out her stomach. She always has seconds and thirds. The amount she eats has increased year on year, but it's ridiculous at the moment with all the sport she does.
Today I was off, so I took her to an Italian place.
And? Are you going to tell me that she ate all of your pasta or something?
Well, it was a super expensive restaurant, and she kept ordering all of the expensive dishes. She went straight for the truffles and lobster. It was crazy. The price came close to $200 for the both of us. I couldn't believe it.
Wow, she really outdid herself this time. That is a lot. I'm so jealous. I want to eat that kind of food. Take me too next time, won't you?
Don't joke around. I've probably spent upwards of $500 in these 5 days alone. I've used up all my savings, and I can't afford to max out my credit cards paying for all this. I can't raise a kid who costs that much.
So you're just going to give up? What about being a parent to her? Will you just give up on that again?
It's not my fault. I can't afford to pay for her. I didn't think she'd cost this much money. I wouldn't have taken her in if I'd known.
So even though you knew that you couldn't afford to pay for her, you took her in. This is the same as when you abandoned her 13 years ago. You can't just keep doing things with the best intentions in mind and expecting them to work out for you.
You know, she's a spitting image of you now. She's always looking down on me, telling me I'm nothing compared to you. She always says that you do things differently, and she never stops comparing us.
It really sounds like you're heartbroken. A fall from grace, maybe? You seem to have gotten down from that high horse of yours.
Of course my heart is broken. She shows me how much she despises me every day with the way she speaks to me. No matter what I say back to her, she just breaks me down with some logical argument.
You've been trampled on by your own daughter.
She's horrible. She asked me if I was born human scum or if it was something I just learned 13 years ago. And she didn't even say thank you for paying for her Italian feast. No gratitude whatsoever.
I mean, she was just telling you the truth. Isn't it just common sense that it costs money to raise a child? Rebecca's also a scholarship student, so you don't even have to spend money on her schooling.
No! She told me that her scholarship got cut.
What do you mean, got cut?
She was missing classes and her grades dropped, so her scholarship got cut. That's what she told me. Don't you know about it?
Well, now you mention it. She told me a little bit about that before she went to live with you. She told me that if she went to live with you, then she might give up on studying.
Why?
She said that she doesn't want to be a burden to me and make me pay money for her, so she'd try hard. But if she was living with you, she didn't care. She said that she didn't mind making things a bit tough for you.
That's so mean. Why? Why would she say something like that? And how about when she ordered all the expensive items at the restaurant? Was that just to make me shell out?
I think it probably was, yeah. She's very reserved when she goes out for dinner with me. She never orders anything expensive. She's very humble.
So why is her attitude different only with me then? She came to live with me because she likes me, right?
Isn't it obvious that she doesn't like you? I've thought she's hated you for as long as I can remember. She did tell me that if she ever got the chance to see you, she'd take revenge on you in my place.
She thinks I abandoned you two? That's not what happened. I left her with you because the man I was with hated children. I didn't want to leave her.
It doesn't really matter what you felt. Leaving her behind is the same as abandoning her.
That's what she said too. She wouldn't listen to anything I had to say.
She doesn't like you because you made things so tough for me. She's a daddy's girl for sure. She always thinks about me and does housework to help me out. She's so kind.
Kind? How is she kind? She doesn't help around the house at all, and she's always feisty with me.
So she was being feisty, but you still took her out for an expensive dinner?
She seemed normal at the start of the day, but her mood got way worse as the day went on.
She's a strong character, isn't she? She knows what she likes and what she doesn't. She doesn't have any sympathy for the people she doesn't like.
I just can't believe she wanted to come to live with me just to make my life difficult. That's just plain evil.
Her losing her scholarship is also terrible for her, though. Her tuition is really expensive.
Really? I thought that she'd help me out with money when she got a job after graduating. I was thinking that I'd take her out of high school straight away when she lost the scholarship. I don't want her going to high school if I've got to pay everything for it.
You can't make her drop out. Rebecca is a strong girl. She's only going to try and cause you more stress in whatever way she can. She's going to use all of her energy to make sure your life is unpleasant.
Evil! She's evil! I can't do this. Take this evil kid away from me.
Don't say that. I chatted with her on the phone last night, but she said that she'd be happy if she could stay with you from now on.
What? What is she thinking? She wants to live with someone she hates just to get revenge?
I'm not sure, but I do know that I should respect her opinion. So, I'll be leaving her to you.
Come on, please. Please say you'll take her back. I can't handle her.
But she'd be happier with her mother. You said that yourself. You said that fathers have no reason to exist.
I know I said that. I was wrong, and I'm admitting it. Is that not enough? I'm sorry.
Okay. I can come and get her, but I'm busy at the moment. I'll come pick her up in a couple of days.
Don't be so nonchalant about this. As it is, she's already eaten my savings. I've got nothing left.
You don't need to buy her food. If you buy her exactly what she says, then it'll get pricey.
She threatened to report me to social services if I didn't buy her what she wants. She'll tell them that I don't feed her enough.
Scary stuff.
Rebecca is evil, I'm telling you. How did you raise her to be like this?
I don't know what to tell you. She's an angel with me. Rebecca, if you kick her out of your house or pull any moves like that, she'll report you to the police.
She's capable of anything. That witch. All this talk of police. I I'm genuinely sorry.
Anyway, have fun looking after her. It's your punishment for trying to have a bit of fun by taking her away from me. You said that you missed Rebecca, but you really just wanted her to work and give you money, didn't you?
If I admit to it, will you take her off my hands? I promise I'll never go near you two ever again. So please come and get her.
Why do you think this has happened? I can't believe it's not even been a week and you can't handle it.
I was selfish, okay? I was stupid. I was wrong. What else do you want from me? Won't you forgive me?
You're exactly as useless as I thought you'd be. And Rebecca is stronger than I ever thought she could be. If you've learned anything from this, you won't come near us again. Because for Rebecca and me, there's no point in mothers existing. When I collected Rebecca, I was met with a nonchalant daughter and a thoroughly disheartened and defeated ex-wife. Lucy's purse and mind were completely drained by Rebecca. When we got home, Rebecca thanked me for the chance to teach her mom a lesson. But I was the one that wanted to thank her. I knew that sending a ravenous Rebecca to live with Lucy would cause her financial problems. I thought she'd give up immediately and send Rebecca back to me. But I didn't expect Rebecca to lay into her so much. It really does seem like Rebecca only wanted to live with her mother to get revenge for how she made me feel all those years ago. Lucy ran out of her savings and she's now completely broke. When she was living with Lucy, Rebecca heard her call a friend and asked to borrow money. But the person on the other end shouted at her. Apparently, she never paid that person back the last time they lent her money. It seems like any friends that would have lent her money before have cut all ties. That's just her reward for trying to have her cake and eat it. From now on, Rebecca and I will carry on living and do our best to forget about Lucy completely. I just want us to have a fun life, just the two of us, and I look forward to the bright future that lies ahead.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. Hi, Jenny. I'm sorry to message you late at night. I know you're probably busy, but I could really use some relationship advice from you.
Hey, Cassidy. You want advice on your love life from me?
You always help me out at work, and the things you say are always so spot on and helpful. So it would mean a lot if I could also get a little bit of help with my love life, too.
I appreciate the flattery, but I don't know if anything I say would be that much help for you. Are you sure you want to ask me?
I don't care. I trust you, and I don't feel comfortable asking anyone else.
Okay. If you insist, I'll do my best. Don't get mad if I can't be that much help, though.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Jenny! So, I recently developed feelings for someone other than my boyfriend.
Oh no. Are you serious?
Exactly. In a situation like this, who should I choose?
Hold on a second. Sorry if I'm being a little intrusive, but can I double-check something with you?
What do you need to double-check with me?
Your current boyfriend is the guy I introduced you to, right? Finn? My longtime family friend and one of your clients? You're still dating him, no?
Yeah, that's him. We celebrated our 2nd anniversary the other day.
I see. So, everything was going relatively well between you and Finn. But regardless of that, you fell in love with another person? Is that right?
Yeah. I feel bad because you introduced me to Finn. But you know how they say you should trust your gut when it comes to love, right? I just have this gut feeling that this other guy is the one. I feel like he's my soulmate.
It's a little awkward for me since Finn is one of my oldest friends, but I also get that you can't change how you feel. If you're in love with someone else, you're in love with someone else. I think you should trust your heart and follow it to whoever it leads you to. If you think this other person is your soulmate, maybe you should give that a shot.
So, does that mean you're okay with me leaving Finn? Do you support me choosing this path?
I can't support you wholeheartedly for obvious reasons. Like I said, he's a good friend of mine. I introduced you to him thinking you two would get along. But if you're going to go for this other guy, make sure you end things with Finn. It wouldn't be fair to Finn if you strung him along.
Okay, thank you for your advice. I'm going to break up with Finn right now.
Wait, right now? You're being shockingly calm about this.
I mean, I can just break up with him over text. Like you said, I should value my gut instinct rather than stay in my 2-year relationship with Finn, right?
I guess so. As long as you end things with Finn, I don't see why starting a new relationship with the person you truly love would be a problem. Good luck with this new guy.
Thank you so much, Jenny. So, in order to make that happen, can you leave your husband? What now? What does my husband have to do with any of this? Yeah, like I said, I want you to leave your husband so that I can be with him. Oh, wait. Are you saying that the person you like is Colin? You're in love with my husband? Yeah, I'm in love with Colin. This can't be happening. And there's actually something else I need to tell you. The thing is, Colin and I have actually been seeing each other on the down low for almost 6 months. You're already dating him? But I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to sneak around anymore. I want to take Colin seriously. I want us to be a couple. So please, Jenny, could you leave Colin for me? I can't believe this is happening. This is a literal nightmare. Oh my god. Is this real? Are you being serious right now? Colin's been cheating on me for 6 months? How is that even possible? I guess you could say it was love at first sight? Do you remember that time Colin came to the end of your party last Christmas to pick you up? I thought he was so thoughtful and sweet. I like guys like that. Is that why you made a move on Colin? Oh, no. There are obviously a bunch of other reasons, but that was what started it all. He's good-looking and successful. He's a young manager at an industry-leading firm. He's perfect for me in so many ways. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. You're the one that told me to follow my gut instinct and go after the person I love, right? So please divorce Colin. It's the only way I can be with him. Hey, Finn. How's it going? Do you have time to talk right now? I wanted to talk to you about Cassidy. Oh, that's odd timing, because I just broke up with Cassidy. You two just broke up? Well, I guess so. She texted me, "We need to break up," out of the blue. That's all she said? Since when was breaking up as easy as a simple text? How would I know? I tried to get her to meet me in person so that we could talk things over, but she kept saying stuff like she didn't want to see me anymore because things are over between us. Seems like she made up her mind. Oh my god, I can't believe she actually did that. I tried to call her a couple of times, but she's been ignoring my calls. And then, guess what happened next? She sent me a list of like 100 things that she doesn't like about me. She called it the things that made me hate you list. She sent you 100 things? Who in their right mind would do that to someone? Ugh, that's so messed up, Finn. I'm sorry this is happening to you. Yeah, that honestly got to me. She included our second anniversary date on the list too. She said the gift I got her was cheap and tacky and she wanted to go to a fancier hotel. That's ridiculous. How shallow could she be? She said it was suffocating being with me every day. She said she hated that I didn't give her an allowance or take her out on fancy dates. She said she hated everything I did. And eventually, all of that made her fall out of love with me. Wait, is that all she said when she was explaining why she wants to leave you? What do you mean, all she said? She gave me 100 different reasons. That looked like more than enough reasons to me. I'm not talking about the number of reasons. She didn't mention my husband at all in this conversation? Colin? No, why would we talk about him? Well, this is kind of hard to say, but... She didn't mention that she's been cheating on you with my husband? She's what? What are you talking about? I can't believe she'd hide the real reason she wants to end things with you and put the blame on you. That's so selfish. I can't believe she'd do this to you. Wait, are you being serious right now? Jenny, please tell me you're lying. You're Cassidy's manager. How could she disrespect you like that? Cassidy told me herself like half an hour ago. And I messaged Colin about it just now and he confirmed it too. You won't believe how disgustingly flippant he was when I called him out. He said it's normal for guys to have affairs with younger women and there wasn't anything wrong with it. What the hell? What kind of logic is he operating on? I can't believe anyone could do this to the person they love. We can't just let this be water under the bridge. I can't forgive them for what they did to both of us. And Cassidy, she could have been honest with you about why she wanted to leave you instead of coming up with 100 reasons why she hates you. It's childish and spiteful and... Ugh! Hey, Jenny, relax. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I think I'll get over this pretty quickly thanks to how blatantly messed up the whole situation is. You might be fine, but I won't. Cassidy stole my husband and hurt you. I am never, ever going to forgive her. She's not getting away with this. Hello, Jenny. Thank you so much for agreeing to divorce Colin. I appreciate it so much. Thanks to you, Colin and I were able to get married officially today. Ah, you two already got married. I see. I see you two are moving fast. I've been keeping it quiet this whole time because I wanted to wait for the right moment to announce it. But I'm pregnant with Colin's baby. You're pregnant? I know! Isn't it amazing? So I'm going to be resigning at the end of the month. From now on, I'm going to be focusing on creating a happy family with Colin and our baby. Oh, I see. You're resigning too? I wasn't informed of any of this as your manager. Thank you for everything the last few years. I don't care if you resign, but you better pay every single penny that I invoiced you and Colin. I'm sure you've heard from him, but I'm suing both you and Colin $30,000 each as consolation for all the stress you caused me. Of course I know about that. Don't worry, I'm not going to run off without paying you. And plus, it's not so hard for me to pay that amount. I actually deposited the money already, so it should be deposited in your bank account sometime today. What? You already paid the $30,000? I don't know if you recall, Jenny, but I come from quite a wealthy family. Oh, right. I remember you mentioned that when you first joined the team. Your parents own some properties around the city, right? Yep. And thanks to them, the money you requested is nothing. I actually even paid Collins $30K too. You paid for both of you? That's $60K. I mean, he left you so that he could be with me. Paying for Colin is the least I can do. Huh. How generous of you. I don't know if Colin is worth any of that generosity, given what he's done. That's how much I love him. And I'm the type of person who would do anything for love. He's kind and handsome and makes a lot of money and is a successful manager. He's the perfect package. Colin and I are meant to be. If you say so. If I can be with him, a little bit of money isn't a big deal. Thank you for divorcing Colin so that we can be happy. Enjoy the peace while it lasts, Cassidy. You won't be able to be so happy when I'm done with you. Come on now. There's no reason to spoil things with threats. Do you really think you and Colin can be happy after all the people you hurt? You think it's that simple? Oh my god, Jenny. Are you jealous of me? Why would I be jealous of you? Just because you're pissed off with Colin for leaving you doesn't mean you have to embarrass yourself by threatening to get your revenge. That's so corny and sad. It's a little disappointing to see you like this. I looked up to you so much. Wow, you're absolutely delusional. It's amazing how messed up you are inside. I'm sorry to say this to you, Jenny, but Colin and I are going to be happy no matter what happens. In fact, we're already quite happy. Anyways, see you! Jenny, what is going on? What did you do? Colin's being transferred to Buffalo? Oh, Buffalo? How nice. They should have found somewhere even more remote if they wanted to kick him out of the city. That reaction? You did this, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it was you. Why else would Colin suddenly be transferred out to the boonies? Great job, Sherlock. I knew something was fishy. The timing of it all. It had to be you. Colin's boss contacted him out of the blue and announced his transfer out of nowhere. You told Colin's boss to transfer him to the middle of nowhere, right? Come on, Cassidy, calm down. I'm his ex-wife, not a god. I don't have the power to do something like that. All I did was tell his workplace that he was having an affair while on the job. Why would you do that? Before our divorce, I asked Colin to show me evidence of the affair. I demanded that I wanted to see everything before I signed the divorce papers. Wait, I don't want to know where this is going. And you know what he did? He showed me everything. He went into so much detail, telling me about how he went on a date on this day or that day. He showed me pictures of you two together. I didn't even need to ask. He was so excited to show off the affair. How could he be so stupid? So I took everything that he showed me and shared it with his workplace. I didn't say transfer him to the boonies or anything like that. That was their decision to make. All I said was, Are you sure you want an employee fraternizing with his mistress while working? And that's why they transferred him? Colin said his manager might even demote him. Oh, that would mean he'd lose a big chunk of his salary too, no? That's unfortunate. How could you do this to us, Jenny? How could you destroy a newly wedded couple like that? And I'm expecting a baby too, Jenny. We're about to start a family. How am I going to survive with him living hours away from the baby and I?
Why don't you just move to Buffalo?
What? Me? In Buffalo? I was born and raised in the city. How could I live out in the middle of nowhere?
Come on, Cassidy. Buffalo isn't that bad. It's not like it's some remote village. It's a decent city.
You think you can split us up? You think you can get in our way? Colin is smart. He'll figure out a way to get his position back, or find a new job or something. And I'm from a rich family. I can deliver the baby on my own. My parents will help me have my baby.
I wonder if things are actually going to go that way.
What do you mean? Did you do something else? What else did you meddle with, Jenny?
I hope everything goes as planned, Cassidy.
Jenny, what did you do? What did you say to my parents?
Aw, what's wrong now? Things aren't going as planned.
I told them I wanted to stay with them and deliver the baby, but they said they don't want anything to do with me. They said they won't even help me after the birth. They said I'm on my own.
Oh, that's too bad for you. You were really banking on them a few hours ago.
I know you did this. What did you say to my parents? They won't answer any of my calls or reply to any of my text messages.
All I did was explain the context of the divorce. I told them that I was getting a divorce because of you.
I already told them about all of that. They accepted that I was having an affair with your ex-husband and that the marriage is a result of that.
They accepted the affair part, right? But I don't think you told them that you were using one of their apartments without their permission. They weren't so happy about that.
Oh, God, no. The apartment.
I told them that you were using the apartments to mess around with Colin and that if they plan on renting out the room, they should hire a house cleaner to thoroughly clean out the space.
What? How do you know about the apartment? Who told you?
Like I said before, Colin told me everything.
Oh no, he couldn't have.
There was a photo and a video of you and Colin sneaking into your parents' apartment to do God knows what.
Why would he show you that?
The value of a property is critical for real estate owners. But you know what's more important? Trust and integrity. So no wonder your parents were upset with you. You messed with the integrity of their business by using the property without their permission. Hey, Jenny. How's it going? Thank you for introducing me to such a great lawyer. Thanks to you, I might be able to ask for some sort of financial compensation for emotional damages. Really? That's amazing. I can't ask for all of my money back, but we might be able to get $10,000 or so, which is more than enough for me. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. She'd always say things like she'd leave me if I didn't get her an expensive gift, or that she'd cheat on me if I didn't give her an allowance. The lawyer said those statements could be considered threats, so I might be able to get part of the money I spent on her back as compensation for emotional damages. I thought so too. I mean, her list of things she hates about you were ridiculous. I've never met anyone as shallow as Cassidy in my life. Honestly, Jenny, thank you so much. At first, I thought it was my fault that Cassidy was leaving me. I thought I wasn't doing enough and I deserved what was happening to me. But thanks to you, I feel so much better about myself. I know I can move forward onto better things. I didn't do anything wrong. I just got entangled with a messed up woman. I'm glad you're feeling that way. Even though we haven't had the best of luck with dating, let's hope things look up for us. I got my alimony, you might get your $10,000. That's a decent sum of money. Let's stay positive and strong and everything will be okay.
You are the worst thing that has happened to me! Why do you keep torturing me? Finn just demanded that I pay him $10,000!
It's your fault for threatening him and abusing him like you did. Stop complaining and pay him what he asked for.
I can't pay that money! I don't have money like that anymore!
If you don't have money, then why don't you ask your rich parents?
I can't! They're ignoring me now! This is your fault! You did this to me! You took everything from me!
Oh, shut up, Cassidy. You dug this grave yourself.
There's no one else but yourself to blame here. It goes to voicemail no matter how many times I call them, and all of the texts I sent them are being left on read. I can't pay Finn $10K. That would ruin me. Then why don't you ask Colin for help? He's your brand new husband. He'd probably help you since you're his sweet, lovely wife. You know I can't do that either. I asked Colin for help, but he said I have to figure out how to solve the situation with Finn on my own. He said he doesn't have money to spend on a woman who might not even be the mother of his child. Oh, wow. He turned you down pretty aggressively. And how does he know everything? How does he know that I've had an abortion 3 times? How did you know about that? Why did you tell him about that? It was private. No one was supposed to know. I'll be straight with you. I was pissed off. That's all this is. I told you I was going to get my revenge, right? I told you I was going to destroy you for what you did. You did all of this because you were pissed off? I was looking for something juicy that I could use to ruin you. Looks like you were quite the wild child in college, huh? That's terrible. How could you do this to me? Just because you're jealous of my happiness doesn't mean you have the right to destroy it. You can say whatever you want to say. I'm not a big fan of people who stand on the backs of other people in order to be happy. But that doesn't warrant any of this. You tore my family apart. You tore my new marriage apart. My parents don't want anything to do with me anymore, and Colin and I are on the brink of divorcing already. If you two can get through this and still be happy, then it must be true love. Until then, good luck. How could you say that? You think you can walk away after everything you did to me? Did you forget what you did, Cassidy? You hurt Finn, you hurt me and my marriage with Colin. You hurt your parents. I think you deserve every single bit of what's happening to you. Shut up! Just shut up! I have to deliver the baby on my own because of everything you did. Colin said he didn't think I was such a promiscuous person, and if the paternity test comes back negative, he's going to divorce me. And? Is it actually his? Of course it's his child! But he won't believe anything I say anymore. He said he can't trust a woman that would throw herself onto a married man. He said he questions my morals and can't trust me anymore. Huh, that's rich coming from the cheater himself. He was also married when he was sleeping with you. Classic Colin. He always finds a way to stroke his own ego. I can't do this anymore. This isn't the happy life I was envisioning for myself. My mother and father and husband are all gone. How am I supposed to have this baby? Oh, you'll be fine. You weren't scared of throwing yourself on your manager's husband. I think you'll be just fine. You'll figure out a way to survive the situation, too. Are you patronizing me or supporting me? Which one is it? Neither. You manipulated and hurt so many people. I don't care what happens to you. I think it's more than fair that you're in this situation. I hate you, Jenny! Anyway, I feel pretty good about how things are wrapping up. I won't be involving myself with you anymore, so don't worry. Hope you figure out a way to be happy. On your own. Cassidy eventually delivered the baby on her own. Even though the DNA test proved Colin was the father, Colin found a new woman while working in Buffalo and barely comes down to New York City to see Cassidy. What a jerk. Now she's stuck with a newborn baby and no one to rely on. On top of all of that, Cassidy's parents are still ignoring her, so she has no choice but to stay with Colin so that she can figure out a way to raise the baby. Oh, and Finn? He used the $10K he got from Cassidy to travel. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, press the like button. And everyone else, we'd love to hear your comments. Don't forget to subscribe too. Your support means so much to us. There are other satisfying videos, so take a look at the rest of our channel. See you at the next video.